Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English podcast for beginners. Here is English with Leo and Maya YouTube channel.
Hi, friends. We're so happy you're here with us today.
My name is Maya.
And I'm Leo. How are you all doing today?
We hope you're feeling good and ready to learn some useful English.
Today, we have a very important topic. It's something everyone thinks about.
That's right. Today, we're talking about money.
Yes, money. We will learn how to talk about money in English, and we'll share some easy ways to save money and make a budget.
Don't worry if these words sound difficult. We'll explain everything step by step.
We'll speak slowly and clearly. You can listen and repeat with us.
So, are you ready?
Let's get started.
But first, if you're new here, please subscribe to our channel.
Yes, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our lessons.
And if you enjoy this podcast, give us a thumbs up.
All right, let's dive into today's topic.
So, Leo, let's talk about money. What does the word money mean?
Well, Maya, money is what we use to buy things. For example, dollars, euros, coins, bills.
Exactly. In English, we say money. Let's all practice. Money.
Money. Good. Now, when we talk about money, we use many different words.
Yes. For example, we can earn money. Earn means to get money from working.
That's right. I earn money from my job. Maya, do you earn money from your job?
Yes, I do. I earn money every month. Let's practice. I earn money.
I earn money. Great.
We can also spend money. Spend means to use money to buy things.
Right. For example, yesterday I spent money on coffee.
Ooh, coffee. How much did you spend?
I spent $5. How much is a question we use to ask about the price.
Good question. How much? Let's practice. How much does it cost?
How much does it cost? Perfect.
Now, another important word is save. To save money means to keep money and not spend it.
Yes, I'm trying to save money for a vacation.
That's wonderful. Saving money is very important. Let's practice. I want to save money.
I want to save money. Excellent.
Okay, we have 3 important words so far. Let's review them.
Number 1, earn, to get money from working.
Number 2, spend, to use money to buy things.
Number 3, save, to keep money and not spend it.
Very good. Now let's learn another word, budget.
Ah, yes. A budget is a plan for your money. It helps you know how much to spend and how much to save.
Exactly. I make a budget every month. Do you make a budget, Leo?
I try to. Sometimes I forget, but it's very helpful.
It is. When you have a budget, you can control your money better. Let's practice. I make a budget every month.
I make a budget every month. Great job, everyone.
Now, here's another useful word, expensive. If something is expensive, it costs a lot of money.
Yes, for example, a new car is usually expensive.
And the opposite of expensive is cheap. If something is cheap, it doesn't cost much money.
Right. For example, a banana is usually cheap.
Let's practice both words. First, this is expensive.
This is expensive.
Now, this is cheap.
This is cheap.
Wonderful. Okay, Leo, I have a question for you.
Sure, what is it?
I think you're pretty good at saving money.
That's a good question. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes not so good. What about you?
I think I'm pretty good. I try to save a little money every month.
That's smart. How do you do it?
Well, I follow some simple rules. We'll talk about them later in today's episode.
I can't wait to hear them.
All right, everyone. Now let's practice the words we learned. Listen and repeat after us.
Ready? Here we go.
Money.
Money. Good.
Earn.
Earn.
I earn money from my job.
I earn money from my job.
Great. Next word, Spend.
Spend.
I spend money on food.
I spend money on food.
Excellent. Next, save.
Save.
I want to save money.
I want to save money.
Perfect. Now, budget.
Budget.
I make a budget every month.
I make a budget every month.
Wonderful. 2 more words. Expensive.
Expensive.
This car is very expensive.
This car is very expensive.
And last one, cheap.
Cheap.
These apples are cheap.
These apples are cheap.
Amazing work, everyone. You're doing great.
Now let's learn some more useful phrases about money.
When we don't have much money, we can say, I'm broke.
I'm broke. This is an informal way to say, I have no money right now.
Right. For example, I can't go to the restaurant tonight. I'm broke.
Let's practice. I'm broke.
I'm broke. Good.
Another phrase is to pay bills. Bills are the money you must pay for things like electricity, water, internet, rent.
Yes. Every month, I pay my bills.
Let's practice. I pay my bills every month.
I pay my bills every month. Excellent.
Here's another one. Bank account. This is where you keep your money at the bank.
Right. Do you have a bank account, Leo?
Yes, I do. I have a bank account. Let's practice. I have a bank account.
I have a bank account. Perfect.
One more phrase, to waste money. This means to spend money on things you don't need.
For example, I wasted money on expensive shoes I never wear.
Let's practice. I don't want to waste money.
I don't want to waste money. Great.
You're all doing such a good job.
We're so proud of you. All right, everyone. Now let's practice the words we learned. Listen and repeat after us.
Ready? Here we go.
Money.
Money. Good.
Earn.
Earn.
I earn money from my job.
I earn money from my job.
Great. Next word, spend.
Spend.
I spend money on food.
I spend money on food.
Excellent. Next, save.
Save.
I want to save money.
I want to save money.
Perfect. Now, budget.
Budget.
I make a budget every month.
I make a budget every month.
Wonderful. 2 more words, expensive.
Expensive.
This car is very expensive.
This car is very expensive.
And last one, cheap.
Cheap.
These apples are cheap.
These apples are cheap.
Amazing work, everyone. You're doing great.
Now let's learn some more useful phrases about money.
When we don't have much money, we can say, I'm broke.
I'm broke. This is an informal way to say, I have no money right now.
Right. For example, I can't go to the restaurant tonight. I'm broke.
Let's practice. I'm broke.
I'm broke. Good.
Another phrase is to pay bills. Bills are the money you must pay for things like electricity, water, internet, rent.
Yes. Every month, I pay my bills.
Let's practice. I pay my bills every month.
I pay my bills every month. Excellent.
Here's another one. Bank account. This is where you keep your money at the bank.
Right. Do you have a bank account, Leo?
Yes, I do. I have a bank account. Let's practice. I have a bank account.
I have a bank account. Perfect.
One more phrase, to waste money. This means to spend money on things you don't need.
For example, I wasted money on expensive shoes I never wear.
Let's practice. I don't want to waste money.
I don't want to waste money. Great.
You're all doing such a good job.
We're so proud of you. Okay, everyone, now let's practice with a short role play.
Yes, let's imagine we're at a store. Maya is the customer and I'm the shop worker.
Ready? Let's begin. Hello, I'm looking for a new backpack.
Good morning. We have many backpacks here. What color do you want?
I like blue. Do you have a blue backpack?
Yes, we do. Here's a nice blue backpack.
Oh, I like it. How much does it cost?
It costs $50.
$50? That's a little expensive. Do you have anything cheaper?
Yes, we have this one. It's $30.
$30 is better. I'll take it.
Great. Will you pay with cash or card?
I'll pay with my card, please.
Perfect. Here you go. Thank you for shopping with us.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
And scene. Great job, Maya.
Thank you. Now let's explain some phrases from that conversation.
First, we heard, how much does it cost? This is a very important question when shopping.
Yes, let's practice how much does it cost?
How much does it cost? Good.
We also heard that's expensive. You can say this when something costs too much.
And we said, do you have anything cheaper? This means, do you have something that costs less money?
Let's practice, do you have anything cheaper?
Do you have anything cheaper? Excellent.
We also heard, I'll take it. This means I want to buy this.
Let's practice, I'll take it. Perfect.
And finally, pay with cash or card. Cash means paper money and coins. Card means credit card or debit card.
Let's practice, I'll pay with cash. And I'll pay with card. Wonderful.
All right, now let's talk about ways to save money.
Yes, this is very useful. Saving money can be difficult, but we have some easy tips.
Tip number 1, make a budget.
Yes, write down how much money you earn every month. Then write down how much you spend on different things.
For example, how much do you spend on food, on rent, on transportation?
When you see all the numbers, you can make better decisions.
Exactly. Let's practice. I make a monthly budget.
I make a monthly budget. Good.
Tip number 2, track your spending.
Track means to watch or follow, so track your spending means to write down everything you buy.
Yes, you can use a notebook or an app on your phone. When you track your spending, you see where your money goes.
And you might be surprised. Maybe you spend too much on coffee or snacks.
Let's practice. I track my spending.
I track my spending. Excellent.
Tip number 3, set a savings goal.
A goal is something you want to achieve, so a savings goal is the amount of money you want to save.
For example, my savings goal is to save $1,000 this year.
That's a great goal. Let's practice. I have a savings goal.
I have a savings goal.
Perfect.
Tip number 4, cut unnecessary expenses.
Expenses means things you spend money on. Unnecessary means you don't really need them.
So, cut unnecessary expenses means to stop spending money on things you don't need.
For example, maybe you don't need 5 streaming subscriptions. You can cancel some.
Or maybe you eat at restaurants too often. You can cook at home more.
Let's practice. I cut unnecessary expenses.
I cut unnecessary expenses.
Great.
Tip number 5, use the 50-30-20 rule.
Ooh, this is a good one. What is the 50-30-20 rule?
It's a simple way to divide your money. You use 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings.
Needs are things you must have, like food, rent, and bills.
Wants are things you like but don't need, like entertainment, eating out, hobbies.
And you save 20% of your money.
So, if you earn $1,000, you spend $500 on needs, $300 on wants, and save $200.
That's smart. Let's practice. I follow the 50-30-20 rule.
I follow the 50-30-20 rule.
Wonderful.
Tip number 6, avoid impulse buying.
Impulse buying means buying things suddenly without thinking.
Yes, like when you see something in a store and you buy it immediately.
But later you think, why did I buy this? I don't need it.
So, before you buy something, ask yourself, do I really need this?
Wait 24 hours. If you still want it after one day, then maybe you can buy it.
Let's practice. I avoid impulse buying.
I avoid impulse buying. Excellent.
These are great tips, Leo.
Thank you. I'm going to try to follow them myself.
Me too.
Now let's hear a short story about someone who learned to save money.
Her name is Sarah. Listen to her story.
Sarah is 25 years old. She works at an office and earns $2,000 every month.
But Sarah has a problem. At the end of every month, she has no money left.
She doesn't understand where her money goes. She feels stressed.
One day, her friend Emma talks to her. Emma says, Sarah, you need to make a budget.
Sarah says, a budget? What's that?
Emma explains, a budget is a plan for your money. You write down how much you earn and how much you spend.
Sarah thinks this is a good idea, so she starts to track her spending for 1 month.
She writes down everything she buys: coffee, lunch, clothes, entertainment, everything.
After 1 month, Sarah looks at her notebook. She's very surprised.
She spends $200 every month on coffee from cafes.
She also spends $150 on clothes she doesn't really need.
And she spends $100 on food delivery because she's too tired to cook.
Sarah thinks, wow, I'm wasting so much money.
So she makes some changes. First, she buys a coffee machine for her home.
Now she makes coffee at home. It's much cheaper.
Second, she decides to buy new clothes only when she really needs them.
And third, she starts cooking simple meals at home on Sundays.
She makes enough food for the whole week.
These small changes help Sarah save $400 every month.
She's so happy. She opens a savings account at her bank.
Every month, she puts $400 into her savings account.
After 6 months, she has $2,400 saved.
Sarah is very proud of herself. She learned to control her money.
And now she has a savings goal. She wants to visit Japan next year.
The end.
What a great story. Sarah made some smart decisions.
Yes, she tracked her spending and found where she was wasting money.
Then she made small changes and started saving.
And now she's working toward her dream vacation.
This shows that anyone can learn to save money.
You just need to make a plan and stick to it.
Stick to it means to continue doing something and not give up.
Let's practice. I stick to my budget.
I stick to my budget. Perfect. Now let's learn some more useful phrases about money.
These are phrases you'll hear in everyday conversation.
Phrase number 1, to be on a budget.
This means you're trying to spend less money. For example, I'm on a budget this month, so I can't go to expensive restaurants.
Let's practice. I'm on a budget.
I'm on a budget. Good.
Phrase number 2, to live paycheck to paycheck.
A paycheck is the money you receive from your job. To live paycheck to paycheck means you spend all your money before you get paid again.
It means you don't save money. You only have enough money until the next paycheck.
Let's practice. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck.
I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. Excellent.
Phrase number 3, to treat yourself.
This means to buy something nice for yourself as a reward.
For example, I worked hard this week, so I'm going to treat myself to a nice dinner.
It's okay to treat yourself sometimes, but don't do it too often.
Let's practice. I treat myself once a month.
I treat myself once a month. Great!
Phrase number 4, to go Dutch.
This is an interesting phrase. To go Dutch means everyone pays for their own meal or drink.
So if we go to a restaurant and we go Dutch, I pay for my food and you pay for your food.
In some cultures, one person pays for everyone, but going Dutch means we split the cost.
Let's practice. Let's go Dutch.
Let's go Dutch. Perfect.
Phrase number 5, to put money aside.
This means to save money for something special.
For example, I'm putting money aside for a new computer.
Let's practice. I put money aside every month.
I put money aside every month. Wonderful.
These phrases are very useful.
Practice using them in your daily life.
Okay, now let's practice another conversation. This time, Leo and I are friends talking about money.
Ready? Let's go.
Hey, Leo, do you want to go to the new Italian restaurant tonight?
Oh, I'd love to, but I'm on a budget this month.
Really? What happened?
Well, I spent too much money last month on video games and concerts.
Ah, I see. So now you're trying to save money.
Exactly. I made a budget and I'm trying to stick to it.
That's great. How's it going?
It's going well. I've saved $150 so far.
Wow, good job. What are you saving for?
I'm putting money aside for a new laptop. My old one is very slow.
That's smart. How much does a new laptop cost?
The one I want costs about $800.
That's a good savings goal. How long will it take?
If I save $200 every month, I can buy it in 4 months.
That's not too long. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. What about you? Are you good at saving money?
I try to be. I follow the 50-30-20 rule.
Oh, I've heard of that. How does it work?
I use 50% of my money for needs, 30% for wants, and I save 20%.
That sounds like a good system.
It works well for me, but sometimes I still treat myself to something nice.
That's good. It's important to enjoy life, too.
Exactly. Balance is important.
Great conversation, Maya.
Thanks. Now let's review some phrases from that dialogue.
We said, I'm on a budget. Remember, this means you're trying to spend less money.
We also said, I'm trying to stick to it. This means to follow your plan.
And I'm putting money aside for. This means you're saving money for something specific.
We also talked about the 50-30-20 rule. Remember, 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings.
And we said, treat myself. This means to buy something nice for yourself.
Great review.
Okay, everyone, we've learned so much today. Let's review the main vocabulary.
Yes, let's go through all the important words and phrases.
Money, what we use to buy things.
Earn, to get money from working.
Spend, to use money to buy things.
Save, to keep money and not spend it.
Budget, a plan for your money.
Expensive, costs a lot of money.
Cheap, doesn't cost much money.
Bank account, where you keep your money at the bank.
Pay bills, to pay for electricity, water, rent, etc.
I'm broke. I have no money right now. Informal.
Waste money, spend money on things you don't need.
Track your spending. Write down everything you buy.
Savings goal, the amount of money you want to save.
Impulse buying. Buying things suddenly without thinking.
On a budget, trying to spend less money.
Live paycheck to paycheck. Spend all your money before you get paid again.
Treat yourself. Buy something nice for yourself.
Go Dutch. Everyone pays for their own meal.
Put money aside. Save money for something special.
And the 50-30-20 rule. 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings.
Wow, that's a lot of vocabulary.
Yes, but don't worry, you don't need to remember everything today.
That's right. Listen to this podcast again and again.
Each time you listen, you'll remember more. All right, everyone, we're coming to the end of today's episode.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
We hope you learned some useful English about money, saving, and budgeting.
Remember, learning English takes time and practice.
Don't give up. Keep listening, keep practicing, and you'll improve.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a thumbs up.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell.
We make new English podcasts every week.
Leave a comment below and tell us what you think.
We love reading your comments.
And now it's time for our question of the day.
Question of the day.
Here's today's question for you.
What is one thing you want to save money for?
Maybe you want to save for a vacation, a new phone, a car, or something else.
Write your answer in the comments. We want to hear from you.
For example, I want to save money for a trip to Paris.
And I want to save money for a new laptop.
What about you? Tell us in the comments.
All right, friends, that's all for today.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
See you in the next episode.
Keep practicing your English.
And remember, you're doing great.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.